Hello to you and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shan and my channel is Shaniza, and today I am going to be showing you how to achieve this look right here using the PLouise base and PLouise Mmmmitchel Acid Reign blank canvas. There's a lot of confusion around these products and how to best use them. So in today's video, I shall cover how exactly to use the PLouise base and the PLouise Acid Reign paint. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, then make sure to keep on watching. So for today's makeup look and tutorial, I'm going to be using PLouise base in shade 2 and PLouise's collaboration with Mmmmitchel Acid Reign blank canvas. Now, I thought I would do a look using these two because I first got my hands on these products in the first lockdown because I was desperate to try them. After playing about with them and for doing research into how to use them properly, I feel pretty comfortable with using these now. They are two totally separate products, so I'll be explaining which one does what and when you would use each of these products. So before we get started into the makeup look, I'll quickly explain PLouise base. So this is a multi-use product. So you would use this as a eye primer, an eye base for your eyeshadows. You can use it as a concealer for under your eyes, and you can use it to highlight and contour with because obviously they have quite a wide selection of colours for you to use. So you can also use them to highlight and contour. Today I'll be using it as an eyeshadow base and I'll be explaining how to get the most out of your PLouise base. The next product by PLouise is in collaboration with Mmmmitchel. It is the Acid Reign. So obviously it looks like a really tiny tube, but you get so much in here and a little does go a long way. So this is a cosmetic paint. You wouldn't use this as a base because it doesn't stay tacky. It dries matte within 60 seconds. So this is for use over the top of eyeshadows, to blend with eyeshadows, as eyeliners. You can use it for detail paintwork as well. How I'm going to be using this one today is for cutting the crease. They do a wide selection of colours as well. PLouise now does coloured bases and there is quite a wide selection of colours in their cosmetic paints also. Like I said, just for today I'll be concentrating on these, but there'll be a video coming out soon where I use a coloured base and coloured paints as well. So make sure to subscribe if you're not already to keep up to date with my future videos. So going right into the makeup look, I've done skincare already, so I'm just going in with a primer now. My primer of choice for today is Elemis Pro-Collagen Instasmooth Primer. This is a line and pore smoothing primer by Elemis. If you've watched videos on my channel before, you will know that I'm a big fan of Elemis. With this being in the pro-collagen range as well, it does include their main ingredient, which is Padina pavonica, which is a sea algae, which is their anti-aging ingredient across the whole range of their pro-collagen range. So I'm just going in with about a pump and a half and I'm just smoothing this across my face. It has the pro-collagen signature scent in here as well, consisting of mainly mimosa and rose, so it's really delicately scented. So because this is quite an intense eye look, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows and eyeshadow first. So to start the eyes, I'll be popping on my Pink Honey on my eyebrows. As most of you know, this is one of my favourite products to use on the brows. To use this today, I'm dampening my spoolie with my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus setting spray. And then I'm swirling my spoolie into my Pink Honey jar for about 10 seconds. And then just brushing the product through my brow and then following with my finger to smooth out the hairs to give a laminated brow effect. And then just going round my eyebrows with some micellar water on a cotton bud just to remove any product that has gone onto my skin. Okay, now it is time to apply the PLouise base. So to apply this, I'm just going to disperse a little bit on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way. Start off with a small amount and then build up. And then taking my Dell Beauty DB11 brush, it's a really nice round flat brush. And then to start applying this, I'll be carving out my brow. And then you'll want to disperse the product over your eyelid and then start to pat. The product goes on first quite creamy and shiny, this isn't the consistency that we want this product to go to as an eyeshadow base. We want to make it tacky, dull it down with just a tiny bit of shine left in. To do this, we pat, pat, pat. Once I've patted, I'll then take a clean, dense, fluffy brush to just pat over some more to make sure we get most of that shine away and leaving the base nice and tacky for our eyeshadow. I'm going to be doing a majority of one eye at a time, just because if you open your eye too much with this base, it does start to crease, so the more you can have your eyes closed, the better. So to start this eye look, I'm going in with my BeautyBay Nude palette, and I am using my Dell Beauty brush at DB7, and I'm going in with the shade Warm and Cozy. So I'm going to start by packing this product all over the crease, which will then enable me to apply the base on my other eye. So we're matched up on the other side. I know this looks quite crazy at the moment, but trust the process. Next, I'm going in with my bronzer. I'm actually going to be using this just to diffuse the edges, and I'm using Dell Beauty brush 9, just because I want it to blend in nicely. So I'm just going to diffuse the edges with my bronzer. I'm using shade Medium Deep. You can see how these browns blend really, really nicely together, and we are just obviously diffusing that edge, bringing it out. I'm then just going to use shade Tempting from the BeautyBay palette. It's like a cool brown, so then we're just going to bring this brown and blend this on the outer corners of the two shades. I'm now going to cut my crease, so it's not going to be a full crease, it's just going to be like a half one. So I'm going to use a PLouise trick which uses a flat brush and a tub of Vaseline. So this brush is a part of the Acid Reign collection. It's just the kind of flat round brush here, really, really good for cutting creases. So I'm just going to get a little bit of Vaseline on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to start cutting the crease with the Vaseline, and then once the Vaseline is applied, then wipe it away with some makeup remover on a cotton bud. I'm not taking the Vaseline across the whole way because I'm not removing all of this product in my crease. You'll see why soon. So we are about to use blank canvas. One thing I will say before we start using this, these paints are oil based. The bases are water based. That's what gives them the different consistency. This hangs around like anything. So whenever you want to come to remove this product, you will definitely need an oil based makeup remover. So I've just cleaned this Acid Reign brush, and I'm just taking a small amount of this product on the back of my hand. So I'm now just taking some of this product on my brush, and then we're going to start to cut our crease. Take your time with this bit and take as much time as you need. I'm just tapping lightly on the outside because I'm going to be going back in with some eyeshadow over the top of this bit to make it all blend really nicely. You need to keep your eyes as close to close as you can when you're using this product, because if you open up your eyelid whilst it's drying, you are going to get creases. So I'm going to be like this for a little while the product dries. So one thing I will mention about the blank canvas, it does not take 60 seconds to dry. I totally forgot how long it actually takes to dry. I think I've been sat here in this kind of position looking down for about 20 minutes. But I think we're nearly there. It'll do, we'll carry on. To be honest, my eyelids aren't the best eyelids to use blank canvas on for this kind of look because I do have quite loose eyelids. Now I'm going back in with Warm and Cozy to start to blend this. Then I'm going to go back in with my Doll Beauty bronzer just to add those warm tones back in. Okay, so now we're at this stage, I'm just going to clean up under my eyes with some micellar water and a cotton pad. And then I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. H2O proof eyeliner pen. I've not used this one before. This is my first time using it, so let's see if it's any good, I suppose. It does instruct you to shake before use. I'm not winging it or anything because I'm going to use some black eyeshadow over the top just to smoke it out a little bit. So I'm just taking a small Doll Beauty brush, DB15, and I'm going in with, what does that say? Can't read what the shade is. I think it's called Light, but my eyes are going funny now because I've been concentrating for too long. But it's the black, whatever the black one is. And I'm just pressing that over the top of this black eyeliner, and then I'm just going to diffuse the edges, so just buff it out a bit with this same black eyeshadow. I'm now just going to take a bit of concealer, so I'm using Collection 2000, and I'm just going to take some just underneath my eyes, and then just with a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush I'm just buffing that out because I'm now going to pop on some eyeshadow on my lower lash line. So I'm going to use Doll Beauty 14 brush, and we're just going to use exactly the same colours as we did on the top. So I'm using Warm and Cozy and a little bit of my bronzer, and then using the black shade again to deepen up underneath. So that's the eyeshadow blended underneath. I'm also going to pop a little bit of blank canvas in my waterline. That is the benefit of this being oil based. It is like waterproof, so it's really, really perfect to pop in your waterline. So I'm going to go in with mascara. So I'm using the Bourjois Volume Reveal Mascara. And then I'm going to pop some lashes on, and lashes I'm going to use Doll Beauty Lash in Jasmine. Alright, so now that the eyes are done, I'm going to go in and apply my foundation. So I'm going to apply foundation, contour, more concealer in some other areas, powder, bronzer and blush, and then I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so I am back. I've done a little bit more than what I said. So I've done obviously my base, I've done my lips, and I've done my brows. If you're wanting to know how I achieve this look with my base, lips and brows, then you can check back on my previous video, and the base routine, bronzer, blusher, lips and everything like that is exactly the same. Only difference is I've used shade Come to Mama in the Doll Beauty lipstick and the Gobby lip gloss Doll Beauty again. I've just added some of my Doll Beauty bronzer just to blend this look in to the rest of my base makeup as well once I applied that. And obviously I was just really careful around where I've put the eyeshadow around my lower lashes. So I'm just about to apply some highlighter now. If you watch my previous video, you'll hear me talk about the Beatface Cosmetics highlighter pigment, and I did use it really naturally, and I did mention about you can really pack it on to give a bit more of a wow factor glow. So I'm actually going to do that for you today. So I'm actually going to be using two highlighters. So the first highlighter is going to be coming out of my BPerfect Mmmmitchel Subzero highlighter palette, and I've just got a fluffy Real Techniques brush to do this. I'm just going to go for shade Babley and a little bit of Made It to just blend in with my blusher first. So I'm then just going to grab my DB6 brush and my Beatface Cosmetics highlighter. I'm just going to start to pat it on gently first, and then I'll intensify it. I'm just going to grab a really tiny brush and I'm just going to apply a small amount of this highlighter in my inner corners. And then to intensify this highlighter even more, I'm just going to dampen my Dell Beauty brush slightly with some setting spray. And then I'm going to dip back into my highlighter. So I'm being very precise where I'm putting this. I'm only putting it in just a certain area because I don't want it to be like a solid strobe across the top of my cheek. And then just with a dry brush, you can just diffuse it. And that's a Beatface Cosmetics highlighter. And we're just going to finish with some setting spray. And here we have the finished look. So I know it's a bit extravagant, it's very Instaglam, this look. However, I hope it gives you a really good idea on how to use the PLouise base and PLouise Mmmmitchel Acid Reign blank canvas. So just remember what I was saying, the PLouise is a base. You do need to pat it and make it tacky for the eyeshadows to stick. This can also be used as a concealer. You can use the deeper shades for your contour as well. And then the Acid Reign blank canvas is amazing to cut a crease. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this kind of cut crease you want to go for. You can obviously use it within a range of eyeshadows and full creases or half creases just like mine. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be using a coloured base and a coloured Acid Reign paint. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it useful as well. I know there's always a bit of confusion sometimes with those two products, so I thought I'd demonstrate how to get the most out of these products to help tie your whole look together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up for me, and if you're not yet, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.